Welcome to the jungle, boys and girls. Today we're going to do a bit of a different video. Okay, we're going to give a bit of a room tour, but not how the room looks, because the room still looks terrible. We're trying to get there. It's just my money and my plans, they don't seem to correlate too much. But what we're going to do is we're going to take you around. I'm going to show you some of the animals that you guys don't normally get to see. So first up, we're going to go and feed my Mali Uromastics. Now these lizards are just, I love them. My favorite lizards in the whole world. Now, when I was still a young gun, I worked in Dubai, and on the place that I worked, she's not very chilled. At the place I worked, we had Egyptian Uromastics that were wild. And 1 o'clock in the day, hottest time of the day, I'd go out, have a look, and there were just these massive lizards. So even though these aren't the Egyptians that I saw in the wild, or even the same species as those, it's still like, it's a little part of, it's like a memory for me. And I've just fallen in love with Uromastics. What made me fall in love with them was when I first got there, I like getting my hands on things, if you guys haven't noticed that too soon. But I saw one run down a hole and I thought to myself, I'm going to catch this guy. I ran down and I found out why they call him spiny-tailed agamas a hard way. He whipped me with his tail, and as you guys know, those are all osteoderms. For those of you who don't know what an osteoderm is, basically osteo is bone, derm, skin. So it's a bone in the skin. I know you think all your bones are in your skin. No, this has got nothing to do with the spinal column. If he dies, all of these little, exactly like that, all of those are little bones in there. So we're going to put her back because I think she wants to go and eat her mulberry leaves. So there she is, my little girl. I want to try and show you guys the boy quickly, just because he real purred. Come here, my boy. All right, are you ready? Well, bam, check the belly on that guy. Just Suzuki RM250, boys. Have a look at him. So hopefully he's done the job with my girl, and we get some really pretty little frog-faced lizards out of them. Have a look at that guy's face. I absolutely love these lizards. I could just stand and stare at them all day. Okay, then we've got some of our venomous snakes that you guys know, our forest cobra. We've got a Mozambican spitter. Haven't closed the glass properly. We've got a boom slang. We've got my friendliest snake in the whole world, Annie the anaconda. Hello, my girl. Don't bite me, please. Oh! She didn't bite me, but just cat, I need to go wipe something out. All right, yeah, we don't play with her too much. Oh! Now I have to play with her. Pause.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
What's up, reptile lovers? If you want to help make a difference and save this planet one scale at a time, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Every single one of you count. We're going to try and build an army of weapons of mass conservation. So if you want to join the movement, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and make sure to leave a comment. Now back to the video.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to have to put the glass back in, and I don't even know why I decided to show you guys that snake. Yes, I'm using a hook stick for my anaconda. I don't want to bleed. Come here. Before you hit more glass out. I can't even blame her. I chuck this by Becca's feet. So there, my snake. Now let's get this glass out. Oh. Okay, glass is back in. Anaconda can go back in. Now the room is a bit messy, but that's because we're right in the middle of cleaning up. But what I normally do, oh my word, I've got such a fright. No, Becca got a fright too. Just go inside. Go inside. There's a good snake. There you go. You big savage creature. Now, oh no. Now normally, I'm too embarrassed to show my room when it's a bit dirty, so we just never end up filming in here. So I said to Becca, you know what? Anyone who keeps snakes know that your room gets a little bit messy, but have a look at an enclosure and they're freaking clean, bro. So yeah, we're just gonna hang around, clean up some snakes. Let's go to the next room and see what we got.
No, show my eggs. Kiss the eggs.
Oh, okay. Now I actually had walked through to the other room and Becca was like, you guys see our incubator's working over here? And the reason for that, because Becca managed to breed her crested geckos. Well, I mean, don't count your cresties before they hatch, but so far, those are the first two eggs, and then these ones were laid like night before last. Have a look at that. Little confetti cross Dalmatian. That'll be a first for the jungle. 4 new little crested gecko babies. So a couple months time, if you guys are looking for a cresty, drop a link. I've got to sell it. So, right, now, while we're in this room, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what is our goal? What are we trying to do? Now, you just heard me talking about breeding crested geckos and selling them. So, are we snake breeders No, I'm not nearly that talented. But I do like to breed the animals that we do have, because that allows me to take that money and reinvest it into the room, into more animals. We breed a whole bunch of isopods. That kind of keeps us going with all the pet shops and stuff. So yes, we are involved in the commercial side of things quite a bit, but it is a necessary part of it. And it helps us with all of our conservation efforts that we're trying to do, all of the training that we do, all of the stuff that we do up in Zululand and all of that stuff most of the time is not paying. So with us being able to do this and just get a little bit of money to help fix the room, like as I say, you can see my roof is just terrible. It's got no ceiling on it, but it works for now. And when we get money, we'll get into it. But by doing all of these little things, it helps me, because remember, at the end of the day, I just love snakes. I really love snakes. I always have. So for me to be able to afford the animals that I've grown up always wanting, what a bonus. This is my little piece of heaven. Okay, now let's get into some of my small snakes. So come over here. Let me just move all of this nonsense out the way. Okay, so starting off, this is my little hatchling rack. These are all my little babies. All right, so we're going to start off with something non-venomous snake, but something that I've wanted my entire life. And this was literally paid for by my isopods. I would never have been able to afford it if it wasn't for that. So have a look at this guy. Oh, he's shedding. But anyway, it's a girl, Bex? This is our little girl, Brazilian rainbow boa. Now, she is just doing super, super well. When we got her, she was like a wee little newborn. And now she's still wee, but she's gotten a little bit bigger. Hey, look at that. What a beautiful snake. Now, this is another snake that I feel, because it's so beautiful, even if you're scared of snakes, you kind of lose that fear because you like intrigued by the beauty. And that's the whole reason why we've got the snake. So when we go to school shows and try and teach kids about snakes, or even adults that are scared of snakes, if I can show them something beautiful that they can connect with, then my job is halfway there. So that's why we've got this one, and also because I really like Brazilian rainbow boas. All right, so we'll put him back. Then, oh, why didn't that go? You guys can see I'm not a carpenter. Every single enclosure, every single rack in here, I built myself. And I probably shouldn't have, but we did. And Becca just threw a tub at me. No, she didn't. All right, so what next? Let's go do something venomous. Now, Becca hates a snake. And I'll tell you guys a little story about it too. Now, the reason why I have this snake is because at the end of an expo, if someone comes to me with a snake, it doesn't matter what it is and it's cheap, I will buy it. Okay, and we've got a couple of those. Hey, Bex? One or two. All right, so the first one, again, we don't really need this animal, but have a look at that. That is, of course, a Eurocoan rattlesnake. Okay, I don't know, some people maybe pronounce it Urasaun, Uracon, I don't know, but I just know he's a really beautiful little rattlesnake. Now, when we got him, he had one little tip on his rattle. Now he's got a couple more and he's growing up, and I think he's grown on you a bit too, Alex. He is pretty, you can't deny that. Say it. Say it so people can hear you.
It's a pretty snake.
There we go. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's a Eurocoan rattlesnake. I like rattlesnakes. So that's probably why I've got them. I've always wanted a Eurocoan. I'd love a good timber, but we'll get there. You guys will see I'm keeping them on paper, and you think to yourself, oh, the other snakes have got nice substrate and stuff. It just makes my life so much easier with the baby snakes, having them on paper. I can see when they're pooping. I can see what the poop looks like, and also I'm cleaning the entire thing out. I'm not just spot cleaning. And when they're young, they eat a bit more and they poop quite a lot. So we keep them like that. Now, keeping with the buzztails, here's another late expo option that we got. Now he's hiding underneath this stuff, so get some tweezers here. And that is, of course, I'm sure you guys will know. Try again, Lance. Western Diamondback rattlesnake with a sneaky text on. It's got it in there. But have a look at him. He's so pretty. We've had this guy also since he's had like one little bump on his tail. Now he's grown up so nicely. Have a look at that. He doesn't even rattle at us anymore, Bex. Hey? He's gotten big. Hey, boy. You've gotten massive. I don't really like playing with pit vipers too much. I don't think it's fair that they've got like heat-seeking stuff and we don't. It's not a snake you play for. I'll try to put that lid on top of it. Alright, so he can go back in there. Now, I'm going to show you something. It's indigenous to Africa, but not indigenous to Southern Africa. And that is the Angolan coral snake. Now, this one is just so cool. He's a high orange Angolan. So you guys might think I'm taking a bit of a risk here by putting my hand so closely, but I've had a lot of these, and I like to call them popcorn cobras. So they generally try and headbutt you before they'll try and strike you. But he's a really high orange one. And then to give you a bit of contrast, I'll show you some babies that we recently got. So this is like a little project of mine. I love the Spitalaps genus. I want to get all of them. The shield noses, Cape Coral's also stunning. But have a look here. This is our little white Angolan. So he comes from a locality called Keetmanshoop in Angola, I think. And you can see the color difference on him. He's a much lighter color compared to the high red adult that we've got. So hopefully soon we can make some babies and have lots more Spitalaps, because you can never have too many Spitalaps, can you? Alright, Mr. Spitalaps, you go back there. You go back there. Now the reason why this one is in a tub with a closed lid is because he escaped 3 times. So he's been downgraded in his accommodation. Okay, now what else have we got in here? For my American friends, I'm sure you guys have seen lots of these. I suppose it depends on what part of America you're in. But again, late expo, it's a copperhead. I wanted it. It's pretty. It's cool. Alright, copperhead back. Then we have some of our other non-venomous snakes, like our ball pythons. So these ones we bred out this year. It's the first 2 ball pythons I've ever bred. Can you believe it? And you know how hard it was to do? I put them in a box for a show, and when I came back from the show, they had mated. It was, you know, I really worked hard to breed these ones. But these are the first 2 produced from the jungle. Have a look at that. Now, when we hit 1,000, one of these snakes, you guys are going to win. You're going to win one of these 2 guys. I'd say this one probably. I like my white snakes, but this little Mojave just on his own is quite pretty too. All right, let's put them back. And then I can show you guys. Now, I already showed you one part of it, but I really love my lizards. And one of the lizards that I've always wanted my entire life was a black throat monitor. And really lucky that Ultimate Exotics got some in a while ago. So you guys would have seen some reels and stuff that I've done of my big boy Rocky here. Come, Rockstar. Hello, my boy. And here's, of course, my big black throat monitor. Have a look at him. I absolutely love him. He's like my dog. I just want to spend all my time with him. Becca doesn't let me keep him in the house, though. Hey, do you want to come live in the house? And we'll kick the dogs out. What do you think? I think so. But he's just so cool. For me to have this lizard is like a dream come true completely. And he's just grown so nicely. So, good friend of mine, Chris Lawrence, he like radiated taught as God, is all I can say. I mean, that guy's bred more than what the wild is, I think. But he gave me a whole bunch of good tips on them about varying their diet. And he's just, like, it's really showing. His size has just gone crazy. Now, when I got him, Bex and I both fell in love with him. And there happened to be another one at Ultimate Exotics. So we pulled the trigger and we got him too. But he's still a small guy. And I know his enclosure looks a bit messed up, but he just ruins everything that I put in here. If I want to put a plant or something. Now, we got him for a little bit cheaper because he's got a bit of a problem on his back. But he eats fine, he runs fine, and he's just beautiful. Have a look at that. Crazy to think that a little lizard like this can grow to like a 2-meter beast. But this is Becca's one. His name is Chuck. Named after one of our very, very, very biggest supporters, our Mama Bear. Named after her husband. So, there's Chucky boy. Alright guys, so it's a quick little tour around my room. I know, as I say, we've still got a lot of work to do, but it's getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Progressing. And the most important thing is that all my animals are happy and healthy. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this side of it. We want to try and do one video that's like our normal style where we go outside with the big bad snake and we teach you guys about it. And then I also want to do like more vloggy content because I think there's some really cool stuff that we get to do on a daily basis that I'm sure you guys would enjoy. So if you got this far in the video, which I doubt because somehow I only managed to get 30% retention, please help me with that. Just watch for like 20 seconds longer. I just want to get out of that 30% area. And hit that button, subscribe, like, all of those things. And it just helps us to carry on with all of these things. We're almost at 1,000 subs. That's the goal for the moment now. Once we hit 1,000 subs, Bex, I don't know what we do from there. We just keep it going, see how far it goes. But we're having fun. I like showing you guys all. And most importantly, I love showing my animals off. I love teaching you guys a little bit about these animals that give me so much joy in my life. So I hope you enjoyed that. We'll catch you next time.